CNN is learning that special counsel Robert Mueller has 400,000 documents that he has to analyze in this case against former Trump campaign officials Paul Manafort and Rick Gates. But pro-Trump media outlets and some Republican lawmakers have been speaking out against Mueller, accusing him of political favoritism. They have also gone as far as attacking his personal integrity. Here is just a sampling of the last 48 hours over on Fox News.
Let's face it. What we're seeing here is a pattern and practice of Mueller hiring known Clinton and Obama political insiders and boosters, supporters, to undo a presidential election. That was the election of Donald Trump.
Robert Mueller's partisan, extremely biased, hyper-partisan attack team. We're going to name names tonight and explain exactly who these Trump-hating investigators really are and why this entire witch hunt needs to be shut down and shut down immediately.
Mueller is inherently compromised on this.
Yep.
And Sessions has recused himself from so much of this. So how does it work? The only logical way to get to the answers for the American people is to appoint a second special counsel.
Mueller is corrupt. The senior FBI is corrupt. The system is corrupt.
We all know who that last voice was, former House Speaker Newt Gingrich. Keep in mind, that was just the other day talking. Back in May, he tweeted this: Robert Mueller is a superb choice to be his special counsel. His reputation is impeccable for honesty and integrity. Media should now calm down. Carl Bernstein is with me today, CNN political analyst who won a Pulitzer Prize for his Watergate reporting. Good to see you, sir.
Good to be here.
So Trump's allies, right, people he listens to and watches, do they seem to be laying the groundwork for Mueller dismissal in your eyes?
They're abetting a cover-up. Not just Fox News, of whom it might be expected, particularly Hannity and some of the commentators. There are some real reporters at Fox, I think, who feel very uncomfortable about this abetting a cover-up, which is what this network is doing at Fox at this moment. But the Republican Party is in danger of abetting a criminal cover-up, and this is going to have real consequences. You know, in Watergate, the heroes of Watergate were really Republicans who said we cannot have a criminal president of the United States. Barry Goldwater, the 1964 nominee of his party, led a delegation of Republicans who went to Richard Nixon 3 days before he resigned and says, "You must leave office, Mr. President, because of what you have done." There is no interest in the truth that we are now seeing from the organized Republican Party on Capitol Hill. And there could be huge consequences for a long time because of that.
So could they be heroes again? Potentially, but those who are, you used your words, aiding and abetting, Republicans, Fox News, do you think that they're the voices in the president's head? They're trying to get to the president.
That might be, but the real question is, what are the institutions of this country going to do while there is an ongoing, legitimate investigation that is trying to get to the truth? Mueller indeed has isolated people who on his staff or the FBI may have had some kind of partisan feelings that were expressed in emails. It is a sign of his dedication to isolating those people and continuing a clean inquiry that gets to the facts. Look, this is a real investigation that is what we know so far is that the President of the United States, his campaign aides, his family have been had by the Russians. Whether they have been criminally had in their own abetting of the Russians trying to undermine the election, we don't know. And that's one of the things. My guess is that if Mueller finds out that there has not been any criminal abetting, he is going to be the first to shout it from the rooftops and absolve Donald Trump. Trump and his family and those around him should welcome this investigation because it is trying to get to the truth. And also the idea of undermining the FBI. Look, the FBI had a terrible history under J. Edgar Hoover of abuse of power. We don't see evidence of that now. And indeed, there is plenty of oversight to make sure that there is not. And if there has been here, it will be revealed. But this investigation, which is about a White House swamp and a campaign swamp that got had by the Russians, and there now is a cover-up to keep us from learning what happens when that swamp in the White House is drained. And it might not be criminality. But what we now know is the President of the United States, his family, his campaign aides have lied for months and months and months about their relationships to Russians, Russian nationals, and this special prosecutor is determined to get to the bottom of it.